Today we'll be demoing how Arcanna helps executives improve their SOC's capacity and consistency without increasing headcount. Here we are in the Arcanna console looking at a common use case. EDR Alert Triage. We've connected to our SIM, Azure Sentinel, one of the many leading SIMs and SOARs that Arcanna integrates with out of the box. In this case, Arcanna has ingested nearly 24,000 historical alerts from your environment, learned from your top 1 or 2 analysts what kinds of fields in the data is important, and the team has integrated it into their workflow and started providing feedback. Let's look a little more closely to see how you can get capacity and consistency gains with your existing team. To start with, here we see that this model is currently saving your team almost 2,200 hours. That's more than 1 FTE. We are able to do that because we've learned from you that on average it takes an analyst 7 minutes to triage an individual alert, whereas Arcanna is triaging in about 90 seconds. And honestly, we're generally much faster than that. But even with that time savings per alert, as we go across nearly 24,000 alerts, the amount of time saved is massive. But more than just saving that time, it gives your team the ability to focus on real threats, cover more of your attack surface, and do less of the triage work that we all know contributes so much to alert fatigue. The second thing Arcanna does is to root out inconsistent handling of alerts across the team, which can lead to so many downstream issues. Let's take a look at the different users who've provided feedback to this model. We can see that 3 of your analysts, Sylvain, Kadia, and your admin, all make pretty consistent decisions on whether to escalate or drop similar EDR alerts. However, Eric is a lot less consistent, which could identify a gap in Eric's knowledge and an opportunity to train him. Arcanna keeps track of how accurate it is over time, which is critical for knowing how much you can trust the model to make decisions in your environment. Here we see that over the entire 24,000 alerts, we're running at about an average of 78%. That's not bad, but it's a little lower than the 90+% that we usually see in our customers' production environments. To get a bit more color on that, let's look at the Model Management tab for this use case. This keeps track of every time someone on your team updated the model to include the newest feedback from the team. It's essentially a historical view of how accurate your overall model is. If you're seeing accuracy drop over time, that could be indication of a team disalignment. However, here we can see that after an initial round of corrections from your top analysts, the accuracy has steadily increased with each version. A great sign. Since the latest models are over 99% accurate, you should expect to see that overall model accuracy climb in the coming days and weeks. Arcanna's platform truly helps Enterprise Security Operations Center automate alert triage and other critical high-volume issues at scale, fitting right into your existing workflows and tech stack. Our always growing set of vendor integrations focuses on the technologies we interact with the most, including SIEMs and SOARs, threat intelligence, case management, and LLM providers. And if we don't support a vendor that you use out of the box, it's easy to push and pull information into Arcanna with our API capabilities while we prioritize a complete integration.